So a couple days ago, I reviewed the Carter 6, and I said it was the worst album I'd heard all year. Said it was the first 0 out of 10 I think I'd given on this channel. I'm pretty sure it was the first 0 out of 10 I'd given. Maybe I was too hard on it because I listened to Smiley's album the next day, Don't Box Me In, and I've never liked Smiley. The only song I'd heard from him was Over the Top with Drake. I think that was what it was called. Good Drake verse, by the way, but very bad Smiley song. And I was like, maybe this could be either a situation where that song in particular was not good, and when he's in his own element, he's a lot better, maybe, or maybe he's just, sorry if you heard ESPN, but maybe he's just more in his craft. Maybe he's more put together. Maybe there's more to him now. Or maybe there's a Plat-Boy Max scenario where it might not necessarily be all there, but I can see the vision. I can see where this new rapper wants to take his sound. It got none of that. Got neither of those things. And you might be thinking, maybe that means it was just flat out really good. No, it wasn't. This is the second 0 out of 10 I'm giving on this channel. This album was so bad that I didn't finish a single song. I skipped all of them because, after a minute through, I just genuinely couldn't sit through them, which is really bad because this album's like 8 songs long, maybe 10, and it's just not a single song is above bad, really. I genuinely don't think Smiley should ever rap again. I don't know what Drake's seen in him to give him verses, to sign him, to push him. I guess it's just because, I literally think it's just because he's Canadian from the 6. That's all I think it is that's like the only reason. He gives him his little son's allowance is like one verse. You know what I mean? Like Smiley's allowance is a verse. Which even then, like the song that has Drake on it on this album sucks. To Mazza is a really bad song and Drake does not help it. Drake is kind of poo-poo on it. Doing his accent. I don't like when Drake does that accent. And Smiley's not even doing an accent. His voice is ass. His flow is ass. His music is ass. The beats were terrible. Everything about it was just bad. His delivery is bad. Like, it sounds like he's almost teasing you. Like, he's not, like, it's almost like you ever hear, like, a little kid go, nana, nana, boo-boo, nana, nana, boo-boo. It kind of, or, like, okay, that's not a good representation of what I'm trying to say. But it almost sounds like he's doing that kind of, but in a rapping form. Like, just his voice just is so awful. It's the worst rapping voice I've ever heard. And I thought previously, off the top of my head, I would have given that title to like Kodak Black. But genuinely, I think Smiley has the worst voice I've ever heard. I will never probably listen to another Smiley song. This will be the only album review you get from me from Smiley. I almost can't even properly rate it because I didn't finish any of the songs. They were that bad. But I can because I hate it that much and I want us to give another 0 out of 10. I'm in a hating mood tonight, man. I'm tired. But this album just genuinely sucked. It's so hard to say anything about it because of how bad it was. He tried to hit melodies here and there and they sucked. Like, none of his bars are creative. There's no nice wordplay. There's nothing like that, man. It's just bad. Like, I Swear Vizo's verse on here. There's a couple other verses besides Drake. I Swear Vizo doesn't do awful, but I'm not the biggest I Swear Vizo fan. I don't like it. I didn't like it that much. It's still a bad song. He didn't really improve it that much. He's kind of just a nothing. Baka the Ruler, I think was his name. He didn't do anything worth a no. Was there one more feature? There might have been, but I don't believe there was. And even with such a short runtime, which is about the only redeemable thing I can say about the album, is that it is not as long. It's very short. If it was any longer, the score would have had to go into the negatives. I'm not joking. I genuinely think it sucked that bad. I don't know how he has 1.2 million listeners. I don't even know how Over the Top became kind of a bigger song. I genuinely have no idea. Oh, YG. Not Y. as in the letter YG. I mean Y as in the word Y and then G. Really creative name there. How is he allowed to do that? He sucked too, by the way, but how do you do that? This album's 22 minutes. It's only 9 songs. So it's very short. It's a short, like, little trip to hell, but it's still hell. You know what I mean? And dang, this is his first. That Drake song that he had was 3 years. That song is 3 years old. I didn't know Over the Top was that old. It took him this long to drop another album. That's crazy. And he really didn't even get any better, like, at all. And I'm not even trying to be a dingus. I'm not trying to be an asshole. He genuinely just still sucks. 3 years later, he's trash. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. That Canadian rapper flow, I don't know if it's just him or if it's just, like, it might kind of just be him, because there's a song called The London with Bia and J. Cole, and Bia kind of uses that Canadian rapper flow. I think she even says something about Smiley in that song, and I think she kind of ate it up. So maybe Bia's just dope, or Smiley genuinely just sucks. I don't know how 1.2 million people listen to him a month. They have to be people, like 1.2 million people in the 6. That's what that it has to be. Nearly 1.5 million Canadians just all listening to fucking Smiley. Bunch of, wow, I couldn't do it. That Drake has to pay him. I really couldn't. I would rather eat a turd than listen to Smiley. Okay, he ain't that bad. Maybe. I'd have to think about it. Anyway, 0 out of 10. If you made it to the end of this video, my little hate session, I greatly appreciate it. And if you guys want to join the Patreon, you absolutely can. If you want to hit the like button and subscribe, I want to have 500, maybe even 1,000 subs by August. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I love y'all.